Hey, what's up everyone? Danny and Alex. In this video, we're going to do a part 2 of our previous video on the ground and pound on the heavy bag, on the ground. Today, we're working on cross-side position. All right, so there's going to be 2 different positions we're going to see today. The first one is going to be the knee on belly position. So we're here, and I have my opponent. This is the head. So the grappling dummy, if we take a quick look, is a beautiful piece of equipment simply because as you look at the shape right now, it has like where the head is, you know, this is the body, the rib cage, and this would be the hips. So it's a great tool to have when you want to train your striking for mixed martial arts. Now, we talked about the mount position the last time. So we were here, knees up high. We talked about the 3 levels of striking when we are chest to chest. When we have the medium position, so the low position is, I'm gonna have this position here. Medium is I'm able to post on the mat so I can still strike from here. Low would be here. These are my strikes. Medium, these are my strikes. I also have elbows. And then we have our third position when I'm sitting upright. So these are different types of strikes with elbows and punches. Now today we're gonna focus on the knee on belly. All right, so from here, when I have this position, I wanna do 2 things. Number 1, always stabilize and stay loose. Okay, so stabilize the position is because if the person is trying to move me, I want to be able to maintain this position, right? Because I'm not going to be posting my hands, I'm going to be using my hands to strike. This is the focus of this video. So my knee on belly position is going to be used to balance myself on an opponent trying to move, but on the heavy bag training, we're just going to stabilize here. Now it's more like shin on belly than knee on belly, technically. The second thing is I want to keep my arms very loose. I want to stay loose from the shoulders, my elbows, my hands, all right? So a lot of people, sometimes they're very robotic. They start to pound away like this, very stiff. I want to stay loose. It's almost like my eyes looking at the chin or the face, the nose, the eyebrows. I'm laser focused, right? My hands are always loose, and I'm just like here. Everything is a straight line, but it's loose, right? And the same thing with my left. I'm here, sometimes I'm gonna throw 3 different punches, you know, right? Always in a straight line. Of course, we can throw elbows as well, but I find elbows from the knee on belly position takes you off balance. Because of the distance, it's gonna take me to go here, my head is dipping, and then I get rolled over, right? So by staying upright here, I keep the pressure on my opponent, or the heavy bag in this case, and I could use my strikes. Okay, so these are the strikes we're gonna use, the straight punching from here on the right side. Sometimes I can post like I'm holding the person right on his shoulder, on the neck, or trapping his arm to his chest as I'm slamming punches, right? This is gonna be my first position. The second one is going to be the side control position. All right, so this is part of the side control positions, right? The cross side. So knee on stomach is 1, side control is the second. So when I replicate striking on an opponent, I imagine the head is here, his legs are on this side. So my knees are gonna be tight, right? So I can hold behind the neck, pretend I'm holding this side control position. I could just hold on top, crossing it over. And now I could start to do the 12 to 6 elbows from here. All right, so I have to make sure that my quadricep and my knee are posted on this side right where his neck is so he doesn't move his head. So it's almost like he's crushed between my thigh and the downward elbow, the spiking elbow. It's coming down here. So if I'm here, he can't move his head away, right? So if I keep my knee away, he'll be able to dip his head inside and dive in for the single leg. By keeping everything tight, I'm not giving him much space, and he's eating those elbows. That's the first strike we have here. And the second one is also slamming it down here, right? Using this type of uppercut elbow right to his face. Sometimes we just catch right with the eyebrow and we'll create a cut. So it's more of a quick strike from here. I just slam that elbow. And other times we'll just post our palm onto the opponent, let it drop down. All right, so we're here, let it drop down with your weight, okay? The other strike we can do from here are also the back fist. We can slam a quick back fist to the side of the face right here. Sometimes you'll catch him on the jawline or on the ear. This is a powerful strike. And then as I'm controlling here, I'll create a little bit of space with my knee and catch the 2 first knuckles and then bring it back. And that brings me to my last point is this knee, when it comes back, it can also be used to slam it in. All right? It's not a huge strike, but as I've struck, I go here, 1 strike here, and boom. As I'm bringing back into my position, I might as well slam my quadricep and create that effect, okay? Now, if I want to create a more powerful knee strike, I have to be able to base myself. Because what I'm going to do now is, as I have the chest to chest position, I always have to be aware that this punching bag is an imaginary opponent. And the opponent is going to try to roll me over or create space with bridges. So I have to be aware of my balance at all times, even though I'm doing strikes. So now when I'm here, and if I want to throw a powerful knee to the face, what I need to do is stabilize. So by stabilizing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up on my toes, but I don't want to roll myself over here. All right? So I go up on my toes. That raises my hip, raises my butt up in the air slightly, and now I can slam this knee to the head. All right? One more time. We have this chest to chest right in the center point. So imagine your opponent is divided with a line right in between that center line, and the same thing goes for me, right? So I don't want to have my stomach on top of his chest. I want to have where the solar plexus is, or even my chest, all right? So this is the portion that's going to be lying down onto him. If my hips go on top, then there's a chance I get rolled over. So I want to be aware of this, right? And what I like about the grappling dummies is there is a seam on the bag that I can always rely on to see where that center line is. So as I'm here, we talked about this strike coming back, right? This strike coming back. And then if I want a more powerful strike, sometimes my hands are going to be on top, sometimes it's going to be pushing, or sometimes it's holding like this, right? Depending on the position I have with my arm, I'm going to raise up on my back toe and slam this leg right onto the head. Okay, so one more time, more intensity. So I'm here, I'm controlling, I raise my butt up, and I slam it in. Okay, these are a few strikes. There's many different strikes we use, you know, but just a couple of examples for basic striking, how you can train this on the grappling dummy. I'm gonna bring in Alex. What we're gonna do now is show you guys a quick 30-second demo, just like in the last video, of how we drill it using the cross-body control. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching our video on MMA training. We hope you enjoyed. Leave us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content just like this one. Until next time guys.
See you guys in the next video.
Take care.